Now, as part of Heritage and Tourism Month, we take you on the most historically significant yet overlooked heritage sites in the city of Cape Town. Now, the Castle of Good Hope, which underwent major restoration in the 1980s, is a former fort and was declared a historical monument in 1936. Now, it is considered one of the best preserved examples of the Dutch East India Company. And to unpack some of its history, its significance, and of course, its splendor, we cross now to our reporter, Tando Ntunja, who is on site at the castle. Tando, good morning. So just in terms of, what tourism and heritage is meant to be, you personify that this morning, as does the area where you find yourself. So talk to us about it.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you so much. Gorgeous morning out here in Cape Town this morning. And yeah, we are at the Castle of Good Hope, located between Table Mountain and the sea. And we're very, very privileged to have the CEO of the Castle of Good Hope, Mr. Calvin Gilfillan, joining us this morning. Good morning, Calvin.
Good morning, Tando, and welcome at the Castle of Good Hope on such a stunning and beautiful spring day in Cape Town.
Okay, yes. Wonderful. Calvin, can you just tell us the significance of the castle?
First of all, the castle was built in 1666 as the headquarters of the Dutch East Indian Company in Cape Town. So it essentially was a symbol or a building of armed colonial conquest and mercantile capitalism over sea. Right. So this was the headquarters, but the entire African continent is strung with these castles at the sea, and as you say, between the mountain and the sea, as a point of extraction, but also as a point of trade and of industry, and as I say, of military, presence in the city, in the city particular. Yeah.
Okay. So, Calvin, what kind of exhibitions are there in this precinct?
As you earlier said, this is a hidden gem, but there are about 12 hidden gems within this hidden gem. So, if you look behind you, you have the statues of people who fought against colonialism. You have Doman, the Khoi fighter. You have Tetsuayo, Langalibalele, the man after which Langa was named. And so this is just one of the exhibitions. We have the Kamisa Museum. We will speak about that. Yeah. It's of the origin of humanity. We have the Cape Heritage Museum that talks about the former enslaved people of the Cape and how they contributed towards the cuisine, towards the music, song and dance, to kind of almost counter the impact of the difficult past that were the past of colonialism and of apartheid, in the recent times.
Okay, so besides the exhibitions, what else is there in the precinct? Is there a coffee shop? What else is there that tourists can come and see and visitors can see?
Interesting question. When they established the castle 360 years ago, it was to be self-sufficient. It was almost the first mall in Cape Town. So today we try to recreate that through, there are coffee shops, there are restaurants, there are boutiques, libraries, and so when you come here, you can come here as a researcher, you come as a tourist, you come as a student, you come and enjoy what is to offer. And we don't want to, coat over the difficult past, right. But we say this is a learning moment. This is the old heart of the city. The entire city, if not the province, developed around this point that we're standing here today. And so every community is actually tied to this. But what we're doing here is to include those communities because they were excluded from the narrative of the castle. So what we're trying to do now is to include them through the different exhibitions, through the song, through music, through dance. Like you look at the courtyard behind you. On Saturday there will be almost 2,000 women celebrating humanity on this Castle of Good Hope. We had last week, we had the Kota Festival. So we're trying to get as much as activity as possible so that people take ownership of this difficult space. Because it's not for us as government or as a castle control board to dictate what people must celebrate and commemorate in their history. Because we sometimes forget some stuff, we remember stuff, but it's important that we reflect on our past.
Thank you very much, Calvin, for that, and thank you for going to that segue about the reclaiming of the painful past. Because later we're going to go after 8 o'clock, look at the Kamisa Museum. Back to you in studio. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Tando. And of course, a little more from the castle in Cape Town a little later in the show.